In the farthest reaches of northern Russia, where the Yamal Peninsula stretches into the frozen Arctic Ocean, life seems almost impossible. The temperature drops below -60 градусов Celsius, the winds howl across the endless tundra, and the sun disappears for months during the polar night. Yet, amidst this extreme wilderness, a small group of resilient people, the Nenets Nomads, have not only survived but thrived for centuries. This is their story of endurance, adaptation, and an unbreakable bond with the reindeer that sustains their lives. The frozen hamlet, the word Yamal means the end of the world, in the Nenets language, and it feels exactly that way. For most of the year, the land is covered in snow, the rivers are frozen, and blizzards can erase all traces of life in minute. There are no trees, no roads, no cities, just the vast, wide emptiness of the Arctic tundra. The Nenets live here as their ancestors did for over 1,000 years, following the migration of their reindeer herds. These animals are not only their livelihood but their very reason for existence. From the reindeer, the Nenets get meat, milk, fur, and transportation. The herds guide them across hundreds of kilometers, from summer pastures near the Sea to the inland winter forests. The reindeer and the migration. Each year, the Nenets undertake one of the longest migrations on Earth, more than 1,000 kilometers across frozen rivers, lakes, and endless tundra. It is a journey dictated by the needs of the reindeer, who seek fresh moss and lichen to graze on. The families move together, living in portable tents called chummies, made from reindeer hides stretched over wooden poles. These tents are dismantled, loaded onto sledges, and reassembled whenever the group moves on. The Nenets can set up or take down an injured chum in less than an hour, a skill passed down through generations. In winter, the journey is brutal. Temperatures can freeze exposed skin in seconds, and blizzards reduce visibility to nothing. But the Nenets have mastered survival. They dress in malitza, thick coats made of reindeer fur, and tarbaza, fur boots that protect their feet from frostbite. Even the youngest children learn to navigate the tundra by the position of the sun, stars, and the direction of the wind. Life inside the chum. Inside the chum, life is warm and intimate. A small iron stove burns in the center, foiled by driftwood or reindeer dung when wood is scarce. The wall is aligned with furs, and the floor is covered with soft hides. Families cook meat soup, fish, and reindeer brass over the stove, sharing food and stories late into the night. Electricity is a luxury. Light comes from kerosene lamps or, more recently, small solar panels. The Nenets rely on the rhythms of nature. They sleep when it is dark and wake when the faint sun appears. During the long polar night, they depend on tradition and storytelling to keep their spirits alive. Children of the tundra. Nenets children grow up in the open tundra, learning survival from their parents. They ride reindeer before they can walk, learn to tie sledges, and help tend the herd. Education is often mobile. Teachers from boarding schools visit the campus or the children attend distant schools for part of the year, returning to their families during migration. For many young Nenets, balancing modern education and traditional life is difficult. Some choose to stay with their families and continue the nomadic lifestyle, while others move to towns for education, often struggling to adapt to modern life far from their homeland. Challenges of modernization. While the Nenets have adapted to nature's challenges, modern pressures are harder to resist. Oil and gas exploration on the Yamal Peninsula, one of the world's richest energy regions, has begun to change their way of life. Pipelines cross their migration routes, industrial noise disturbs reindeer, and pollution threatens fragile ecosystems. Many Nenets find themselves forced to navigate between the modern world and their ancient traditions. Some have accepted limited cooperation with energy companies in exchange for resources, while others resist, determined to protect their ancestral lands. Despite these challenges, their spiritual bond with the tundra remains strong. They believe the land, sky, and animals have souls, and harming them brings misfortune. Every migration is both a journey and a sacred ritual, honoring the spirits that guide them through the Arctic. The spirit of survival. Survival in Yamal is not merely a struggle against cold and hunger, it is a test of will. The Nenets embody an ancient strength, living in harmony with one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their knowledge of weather, animal behavior, and navigation is so deep that even modern technology struggles to match it. When the Arctic storms rush and the horizon disappears, the Nenets continue to move forward, their sleds creaking across the frozen expanse, guided by instinct and memory. Every day is a fight against extinction, yet every sunrise over the Tundra is proof of their endurance. Conclusion: Guardians of the Arctic. The Nenets of Yamal are more than just survivors, they are guardians of the Arctic, protectors of an ancient relationship between humans, animals, and nature. Their way of life is fragile, endangered by modern industry and climate change, yet it continues to inspire awe and respect. In a world chasing comfort and convenience, the Nenets remind us of something deeper, that true strength lies not in conquering nature but in living with it.